What's good? I'm Brittany Sunshine. This is Seed Soil Water, and I am here to do an extra. This is just a total random, not in the schedule, which we don't really follow the schedule all the time anyway, but I just felt the nudge to come on. So here we are. How are you doing? We give thanks. We give thanks for natural health lifters like working out. Shout out to my workout buddy, because thanks to her, there's so many times where I probably wouldn't have gone, but we both know that we're counting on each other. So, wow, that one went flying. Did you see that? And I give thanks for my plants, and I give thanks for the electrons that are listening and that are ever picking up on what we're putting down in the atmosphere. What else is there? Thank you, Divine Team. Thank you, Divine Team. Thank you for the message for the collective. I just pray that you would give the message that is relevant to the beloved collective, and that every person under the sound of my voice would get what they're here to receive. It is so. Let it be so. And I manifest that this finds whoever it's meant for. All right. So we have divine identity, self-assurance, electron shalom, and it's not what it seems. Okay. If you haven't heard the divine identity activation that was scribed on November 5th, go check that out, because that was a really beautiful message. And so yeah, this is kind of like a confirmation message. Divine identity. This is talking about your divine identity and being self-assured in your divine identity. And how important it is to allow yourself to fully become who you know that you are meant to be, and allow it to take root in your life in a way that will deeper roots, brighter blooms. That's our mantra here, because it might not look like what people know of you or expect of you, but it's so critical in this time that everyone that is getting the nudge and the revelation and the light is turning on about who they are, that you step into it and that you stay rooted in it. And as we know, electrons have consciousness, and this is a quantum physics thing. And so it's important to keep your mind on things above, keep your mind on the path that encompasses and continues to hold space for your divine identity in action. Your divine identity in action, because so long as you do that, and so long as you remain focused and keep your vision on the path ahead, it will have illumination and it will have shalom, nothing missing, nothing broken. And don't get me wrong, that's the promise from the divine, but yet we also are still here transmuting darkness. We're still here dealing with the pollution, dealing with the realm in the state that it is in on this planet. But that does not mean that we are victim to it, and it doesn't mean that we have to be subject to it in a way that we kneel to enslavement or oppression. So it's like the shalom piece of nothing missing, nothing broken is the plumb line in which we hold our beliefs to. It doesn't mean that we're going to run into everybody that shares that same revelation. There's going to be plenty of people that we run into that don't have that revelation. But in your divine identity, you have to be self-assured of where you're going and what it entails, and walk it out, so that the electrons, as they are picking up on your thought forms, which your thought forms are literal energy. It's like this radio station that you're emitting from your being, and it is directing, like kind of like the conductor, like it's the conductor of your vessel, and it is directing your path to continue laying out accordingly. And when we've said yes to the Spirit and to be living in alignment with the Spirit, then it allows for the Spirit to lead and guide and cut in, and sometimes the Spirit will lead and guide through things that were not the jam, like it was not ideal, but it is so that we learn, grow, heal, and have the opportunity to break cycles that may have been alive in our lineage and in our bloodline. And last but not least, it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. So what do you want to say about that? What I'm hearing on this is that this is going to be unique to each person's experience right now. And so therefore, if there's something that crops up that makes you want to believe, okay. If there's something that crops up that's threatening this concept of shalom, peace, of nothing missing, nothing broken, like sometimes we go through seasons where it's like shit is broken and shit is missing. I've been there, okay? And so that is, those just as important are those moments where, because they're guideposts, even yet still, learning from the way not to do it is also beneficial. You know, in like trading, like currencies, people can win on the ups and they can win on the downs. Like it just depends on how you utilize the momentum of the moment, and it can still propel you. So like, even if you feel like you are in a moment or in a season where it's like, this is not, like, all of that sounds really great and beautiful, but that is not what it feels like right now. It's not what it seems like to me. It's not how my life feels. Don't give in, because your thought forms and your general faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things unseen. It's an important, critical point. It's your currency that exchanging energetically. And it doesn't mean that you always, like, don't self-betray or like self-gaslight. Don't gaslight yourself, you know, and just pretending like everything is fine. If you really, you know, still you can experience the human emotions, you can experience the human experience fully, deeply, and you must, because that's how we transmute. But you also don't have to give in to the feelings. It's like, wow, the vessel is feeling all these feelings, the vessel is panicking, the vessel is whatever. But that doesn't mean that you have to identify with the hopelessness of whatever the appearance of the time is, because ultimately you can still win on the down, like just like on a dip, like in trading currency. You can win on the ups and you can win on the lows. It just depends on how you play it in the momentum. And so therefore all things work together for good to those who love righteousness, is really what it comes down to. Like those who are really in this thing to grow and evolve and bless the collective. So that's amazing. Let's get one of these. That's a good word right there. Isn't that good news? But that's one of those things. This is like one of those messages that it's really easy to have that revelation, and it's really easy to say it, and trust me, I've been in those moments where I'm like, this is not, you know, like where I'm just like totally feeling hopeless and everything. So that's just part of it, and it's okay. Okay, so I have 2 cards here. Choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. Woo! The next one is expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Maybe these go together in terms of like which choice to make, you know, with this concept of the expansion. And also I would dare say it also has to do with, what does your divine identity in action look like? And this could be a journaling prompt if you don't know. If you're like right off the top, you're like, I don't really know. Sit down with a journal, like take some quiet moments and allow the divine wisdom of infinite intelligence to inform you. You can be like, who am I right now? This is a really good journaling prompt. Who am I? What does that look like in action? What do my daily tasks look like? And if you know where your goals are that you want to be, you could even have ChatGPT or AI write you down a daily schedule to get you to the path, get you to the outcomes that you're looking for. Or just ask your divine team and let them tell you, because they'll surely know too. And then if you don't want to sit and have to try and write it all down, then you can just make a declaration out loud, because your voice is power. Your vocal cords and the sound waves create things. So you can say, I choose to align with my divine identity according on the dream timeline, according to the highest good for all the cosmos, and kind of like let it just play out for you. 1010 as I look up. I love being here with you guys. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Once again, I'm Brittany Sunshine. There's freebies on the website, seedsoilwater.today, and I will catch you on the next one. Be blessed, be well, be free.